Hey, your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today, proceeding along the concept of how to handle the narcissist mother, the narcissist parent. As we were saying in the first video, it's oftentimes difficult for a child of a narcissist parent to feel like they have their own life. They feel like they've had to be subservient to their parents' needs, their parents' goals, their parents' vision for them, and really creating a lot of guilt, sort of resentment and anger and hostility if you don't comply with their terms and, live up to their perfectionist standards. Either you're not giving them enough, or you're never satisfying them with whatever it is that seems to be the issue. You're not giving us enough time. How come you haven't called us? I mean, they have all these unrealistic goals for their family members when, you were just over there, and they want you to basically rearrange your whole calendar so that you're out there way too frequently. An inappropriate amount of time spent trying to give them information, updates on your life, that you can barely live your own life. And it's very difficult you can't really explain this to a narcissist parent where you say, I need you to give me some room here. I need you to give me some space. I need to be able to do my own thing. I need to be able to, be free here and live my own life and not have to worry about you. Because the narcissist will control through worry, through their constant up and down roller coaster, through all the crisis and the crazy making that they stir up. They constantly have an issue going on. They need something. They basically want your time. They want you to bring them things. They want you to check in on them. They're getting older. They're getting younger. I mean, it doesn't matter what's happening. They're getting sick. They're getting better. Anything is a reason for them to try to monopolize your time. And once you realize that this is a control tactic to keep you hooked in and latched in and attached to a very toxic source, you realize you're going to spend, and waste years and decades of your life trying to fulfill them, trying to be there all the time for them, trying to be, in their mind's eye, the image of a great daughter, a great family member, having been there enough. You can never satisfy their needs enough. And so what you really need to do is, you can't explain it to them because they feel that there's nothing wrong with what they're requesting of you. They feel that, you should spend time with them and you should get dragged down and mired in their muck and their issues and whatever's going on in their life, and they won't give you enough leash out to basically live your own life. They have to constantly be on you, checking on you, giving their input. Are you living life according to this, and this? When you're old enough now that you can depend on yourself, you should be able to trust yourself at this point in life, and you should be able to move forward confidently and without guilt, without fear, without concern that your mother is not happy with you. You cannot lead your life in the sole purpose of making one person happy under the sun. It's not going to happen. As I said before, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's not life, liberty, and the pursuit of guilt. You're supposed to fulfill your own purpose here in life. Your purpose generally is not just to please one other person. You have a whole life to lead. You have new experiences to create for yourself. You have new tastes to taste, new sights to see, new things to feel, new places to explore. You need to be able to let yourself out a little bit and loosen up a little bit and not explain, get caught in the cycle of explaining and justifying yourself to narcissistic people in your life. They will always try to keep you on the defense. Well, why would you want to go there? Oh, okay, you want to study this, and they'll kind of like laugh at your interests. And that's not funny to laugh at your interests. If there's something that you're generally interested in, you shouldn't have to justify why you want to go to an expo, why you want to go to I'm going to show you this butterfly that just landed on my finger. It did. But then it walked away. Maybe it'll land on my shoulder again. Excuse me. But you shouldn't have to explain why you want to do every single thing that, you know, you want to do. You know, every single purchase you need to run by them. Every single book you pick up, you have to share with them. Every single, you know, new thing that hit the news, you have to call them and discuss. I mean, you have to be able to have your own life, your own interests, and pursue that without feeling guilty, without feeling like, you know, you're hurting somebody by living your own life, because you're absolutely not. That's a falsehood. That's a lie that they are trying to get you to feel and feel guilty for living your own life, which is absolutely not the case. I mean, you've got to be free to lead your own life. You've got to be free. Look at this guy. He just landed on my finger. That is so cute. I was wondering if he would come by. Yes, you did. You're so interesting. He just landed right on my finger. What a very trusting creature. That is miraculous. And so, yes, you've got to go out and experience life for yourself without the a parental fear holding you back. You have to live life as, you know, take your wounded inner child out and experience something magnificent, whatever that is to you. Like finding a butterfly that lands on your finger. That is really pretty cool. That is awesome. He's so cool. He's so cute. He's saying you can do it. This has got to be a sign to you, whoever's watching, that you've got to go out and you've got to get out of that cocoon that has been built around you by a narcissist in your life. You're meant to transform into a whole different person and live free, and, you know, and really expand yourself and enhance yourself and your experience of life. Whether you want to go and pursue a certain interest, a certain vocation, a certain friend, or maybe just even spending time alone. You know, you've got to go out there and live it, and do not get caught up in explaining and justifying, you know, to your parent. I would just say physically, you know, you have to let them go. You just absolutely have to let them go, which means don't contact them. It might feel painful, you know, not returning their call, not returning their email. You know, either it's going to have to hit a rock bottom where, you know, you expose them, and they've done something cruel and they've done something horrible, you know, like badmouthed you or, you know, emotionally abused you, and you've had enough. I mean, if you're in your 40s or 50s and you're still trying to play the please the narcissist game, you're going to want to cut that off, because life is too short. I mean, you know, you're going to feel so stifled. You're going to feel so stuck, and that's not how life is supposed to be working for you. You have to be able to open up and come to terms with what you want in your life, and let them go. Meaning, like, literally, do not be in contact with them. Do not, you know, answer their emails. Just, you know, if they want you back, of course, but you understand that there's nothing but a cycle of abuse and a roller coaster up and down of, you know, pleasing them and then hearing more about what's going on in their life, and they're not interested, they're not validating you, they're not listening to you. You feel like you have to put your life on hold and on the back burner every time you're over there, because the narcissist really doesn't care about other people. All they care about is themselves. So I hope you have the courage and the strength and the fortitude and the understanding that you're doing the right thing. Let the narcissist parent go. Let them lead their own life. They're going to get by. They've definitely taken enough of you, your emotional support through all the years. It's okay. You're not injuring them. You're not being a bad daughter. You're not being a bad person by letting them go. You're living your life, which is what you're entitled to do. You're supposed to do. That's the right thing. It's your life purpose. And hopefully you've been able to tap into that before, you know, much longer, more water is going under the bridge. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.